traveled widely. Did you know he comes second from the first widely traveled Pope? Maybe you're all familiar with Pope John Paul. I thought he would be the Antichrist Pope, or the next one that will follow will be the Antichrist Pope. But what I wish to share is Revelation 13. Could we open up Revelation 13, verse? Let me find it. About the wounded head. Well, some have applied this wounded head on the fall of the Roman Empire. Some have applied this to the Pope Martin Luther with the sword of the Spirit, wounding it almost to death. The Roman Catholic Church almost fell during the Protestant rebellion. And there was also the Napoleon imprisoning the Pope. Burnham read it from the Seventh-day Adventists. They were all, many of them were quoting these events. Now let's look at the wounded head. There it is, verse 3. I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. So the wounding of the head means the Roman Catholic Church there had its days of infamy. Say days of infamy. They didn't like the Catholic Church. They hated the Catholic Church. They hated the Jesuits. There was a time the Jesuits were such negative and had a negative image, even from their own Catholic Church. So now there are many details on that, but what I'd like to say is what's happening to the wound was it's being healed. When Pope John Paul traveled widely all around the globe, previous popes for almost 2,000 years have never done that. So it started that healing process. Again, the Catholic Church, it's regaining again its grounds lost to the Protestants. They're gaining again this prominence. They're gaining again this popularity. People once again are trusting each other, and this is a different kind of. By the way, the squeezing time in the tribulation period will not be the same as in the Dark Ages. Maybe most Protestants, and some of us might think that they will force some doctrine like the Trinity on us. The beast in Revelation 13 is different from the beast in Revelation 17. In Revelation 13 verse 1, the beast is a combination. The lion, could we go up to verse 1? Notice in verse 1, the beast, verse 2, the beast which I saw was like unto leopard, bear, lion, and the dragon. So, if we combine 7 heads that was mentioned, 4 heads of leopard, plus 1 for Babylon, 1 for Medo-Persia, and lastly the final terrible beast. That's total 7 heads. This beast is the end-time beast. It's different from Revelation 17 beast. The Revelation 17 beast has 7 heads, but has no distinction among the heads. And the beast in Revelation 17 is scarlet colored. It's red. Now this is not red. Now the end-time beast can kill the world many times over through nuclear blast. But why is it Revelation 17 beast is more red than this beast? It's because Christ will intervene. That unless those days were shortened, no flesh shall be saved. Christ will intervene during Armageddon that not all flesh will be destroyed. And back in the Dark Ages, they were able to kill 68 million Protestants and many other heretics. And by the sword, even by the sword, that was effective, by guillotine. So, by persecution, counter-reformation, inquisition. So, that's why the beast in Revelation 17 is red. And another thing I'd like to add is, what is happening today is there is a combination of the spirits from these different Babylon, Persia. Let's go back some modern events. We remember Saddam Hussein trying to attack Israel, and he was taken out. Today, is no more. Now what's his next after Babylon? It was Persia. Now today Persia is the next superpower in the region. Stronger than Saudi Arabia. And the prophecy in Ezekiel 30:39, Persia will ally itself with Russia. Russia would represent the Greek Orthodox Church. So, the third beast will be involved in the second. How about the last one? The last one would be Europe. The last one would be the European beast, and this will be Rome. And this will be the end time beast. Ezekiel 30:39 has not yet taken place. It will be before the rapture. But at the end, at Armageddon, Europe will be involved. And their counterpart will be China. And that will be at the end. So, you can see in Revelation 13, there's a combination of this beast. And I'd like to give some explanation on these 7 heads. We know, could you open up in Revelation 17? Revelation 17, verse, we're talking about the fifth is of the fifth head. There are several explanations for this. If you have read from the prophet, if he has an explanation for this, you could also contribute. Here in Revelation 17, verse 5, verse 8 or 10. Here, verse 8. The beast that thou sawest and is not shall now but sing out the provision. Let's go back to verse 7. Okay, maybe it's in verse 9 or 10. Let's go to verse 9 and 10. Oh, 10. It's verse 10. There are 7 kings. 5 are fallen, one is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he shall continue a short space. These 5 fallen, one is, that means it's already the 6th. 5 are fallen. One is, that is the 6th. Okay. So the one that is to come, that's the 7th. Okay. So many have given these explanations about 5 world empires: Assyria, Egypt. Then goes the 4: Babylon, Persia, Greece, and Rome. And eventually Rome will be the 7th. Now, there's another explanation we learned before from Brother Judge, and I just don't memorize that. 5 emperors, 5 Roman governments. Now, I'd like to give another idea here with regards to history. If we look at the 4 beasts, Babylon, Medo-Persia, and there are 4 heads for Greece. Now, if there are 4 heads for Greece, it would end up that during the time that John was writing the book of Revelation, it was on the 6th head. Still Greece. But how would you say it's Greece when it's already the Roman Empire during the time of John? How would you explain? I had a hard time explaining until I realized the Bible was written in Greek, not in Latin. Latin will become popular during the Holy Roman Empire, during the Dark Ages. But during the time of John, the popular language was Greek. And Greek language was used by God to spread the gospel all around the Roman Empire through using Roman roads. So that's how the spirit of the 6th, the 5 are fallen, but there's still the 6th. The last part of this Greek culture still there when the Bible was written. Then after that will be the 7th, and that will be the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, that's the small thing I can share. God bless you.